All right, guys, this is the start of a new adventure, I guess, if you want to call it that, or just a very dumb idea. I know whenever I first started this channel, I told you I was going to try to do a little fishing and hunting, and I waited until like the second week of November. It's like November 20th now, so I guess like the third week in November, to do a little fishing on this channel. Currently, it is balmy 27 degrees out. And the lake has a nice fine layer of ice on it. So today's probably not going to go too well. I'm going to be probably using some crankbaits like crawfish, Keller, and some Senkos. And then I got Johnny and Brandon here as well, and they're going to be using some live bait. So kind of in an undisclosed area here. This is a private lake. I don't want to, you know, put the location out there for some yahoos to come up here and ruin this place. But yeah, anyway, really beautiful area here in Somerset County. And there's another view of this pretty small lake, but I've always had some good success here. This is probably like my 5th time fishing this lake, and every time I usually catch something. We came out yesterday and caught a few bass and some perch. So today I'm gonna try out some Senkos first, and we'll see how it goes. So, first fishing episode for Maksim Outdoors. I'm not really holding my expectations too high for today. All right, so like I said, today we're gonna be starting off the day here early with one of my favorite baits, Senkos. And did have a lot of success here in the last couple years with like this black, sparkly, sure it has a name, but you always want to use a 2-aught hook. At least that's what I've always used and had some good success with. They're pretty large hooks, but believe it or not, got some like 6-inch bass on a hook this big. And gonna be wacky rigging today, which if you're new to fishing, it's one of the easiest things you can do. You literally take your bait, your Senko here, and it's as easy as taking this hook and putting it right through the center, just like that. And then when you toss this out, it hits the water and it kind of has an action to it going down. And fish see that going down and they love it. Caught a lot of fish on these before, so we'll give it a shot. It's still pretty cold though, so who knows. We're gonna head out on this peninsula here and give it a shot out here for a little bit. Go across this fancy little bridge here. It feels like it might collapse on me. Alrighty. Got a little open channel here that isn't totally frozen over. This moss here feels so weird. It's frozen, it just feels like you're walking on a whale's tongue right now. It's a pretty weird feeling. I'm gonna head on down to this point. Looks like this is all open water here at the end. That's the dam, just a short distance away. I don't have my selfie stick with me, just this chest mount. First time using the chest mount, but pretty cool. Little time capsule there. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Open in 2046. The wind is whipping down this end of the lake. See if we can get a bite. That'd be nice. That'd be a start to today, just to get a bite. But I'll give you a little rundown on how to use these guys if you're curious. So basically, take your bait, you cast it out, and it's gonna sink on down to the bottom. And you kind of want to watch the line. You want to see if it gets tense or not. But usually all I do is let these sinkos sink on down to the bottom. And if I don't get a hit, I reel back in. A lot of people will let it sink down and kind of jig off the bottom and play around with it, but I tend to not do that. I usually just cast it out, maybe give it a twitch or two and reel it in. Alrighty, hooked up with one first cast over on this point here, and it actually feels like a pretty decent fish, so that's awesome. I was really skeptical about catching anything today, but first cast, can't beat that. Gonna let the drag go a little bit. This is a nice fish, guys. That's a trout. Wow, holy crap, never caught a trout on a Senko. Wow, look at that. That is a beautiful trout, guys. Big old rainbow trout. All right, so there you have it. Hopefully the GoPro got a good view of this guy, but that is a nice trout. First cast on a Senko, and the first ever trout I caught on a Senko. Beautiful. All right, well, first ever fish caught on Maksim Outdoors. Beautiful rainbow trout. Looks like you got a little bit of torn up tail, but awesome. Love it. In the cold, 24 degrees out right now. So let's say bye to this guy. Sweet, let's go. Another rainbow. There you go. Another rainbow.
It's a nice one.
What'd you get him on?
Worm. Nice with that worm right there.
Here you go. Brandon with a very nice release there. To the other side of the lake here. Trying to fish this point over here. I don't think I've ever fished this little jut of land over here. But a little backstory for this trip. It's actually the opening day of bear, and kind of a yearly tradition at this point. Come up for bear camp and do some fishing. So far so good. 2 trout already today between me and Brandon, and this little point here looks pretty promising. So see if we can get into another one. That'd be nice.
You remember Quack Shot?
The video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the one with the good theme song, right? No, that was DuckTales. Didn't he have like, he was a duck, but he had like a mask on with like a cowboy hat? He's the voice of an angel. Want to say any words to our sponsors out there? Beautiful bass. Beautiful. Probably been about 4 hours since caught my last fish, but I kind of knew today was going to be a rough one out here. The ice didn't really melt as I thought it would, so a lot of ice cover on this lake. Brandon caught quite a few fish. He caught a nice bass, a couple bluegill, and of course the big trout we got earlier. But not calling it quits yet. It's definitely going to be a different style of video that I'm used to making, but really excited to share some of the time lapses and some of the drone shots from up here. So if anything, this might be like a fishing / time-lapse drone video, but having fun regardless. Some real beautiful views of the mountains here in Somerset County. All the leaves are officially down, except for a couple oak trees here and there. Like over there, oak tree. Really good way of kind of scouting out an area and finding out, you know, if you're a hunter or whatnot, where the acorns are. Little tip for you guys out there. But yeah, hopefully I can hook into one more fish here before we call it a day. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up this first ever fishing episode for Maksim Outdoors. It wasn't the most eventful episode, but I did manage to catch a pretty decent rainbow trout and do something I've never done before, catch a trout on a Senko. So ice is still on the water. It's about 3 o'clock. The sun is just about not set yet, but it's going to be close, another hour or so. 46 degrees out, feels a little bit colder than that, but not a bad day. Hey, any day on the lake beats a day at work. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit different than what I've been doing, but I think this coming year, 2022, I'm gonna start hitting these fishing videos a little bit more and try to just check off fish as we go. So fish number 1 of the channel, rainbow trout. So next time we go up, maybe we'll target specific fish. So maybe we'll hit like maybe northern pike or panfish or whatnot next. maybe some walleye fishing in the spring. But all right, guys, that's the end of this episode of Maksim Outdoors. As always, hit that subscribe button, like the channel, and leave me a comment. All right, see you guys.